This is not the episode. We're reviewing the episode where Smaug gets a hand job from Frodo. Wait, that's not what this is. It's a soul bonding episode where we have lots of sex with dragons, there's dildos on staves, and one of them's fucking a buffalo. Let's go.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Answering the age-old question of how do you have a pet dragon and form a bond with it? Do you get STDs? And what do dragons really want in life? We're talking about Clon Hoarder's special Ricktim's unit because everyone leaves this feeling a little bit gross and offended and violated. I was not expecting this episode to be what it was.
This is my favorite version of How to Train Your Dragon. The movie. You know, the one with dragons.
What would be the underscore phrase for that? The last one was How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World.
This would be How to Train Your Dragon, the big one.
The big one?
The big one.
How to Train Your Dragon. You guys tell us, what's your favorite
How to
Clon
Train Your Dragon,
Hoarder?
wink. Thank you. That's it. I'll be here all week, folks. All right, this is the Rick and Morty After Show. Welcome.
We're talking about soul coitus today.
Yeah, we are. We're talking
soul
about
coitus.
Talking about putting souls in each other's mouths.
Take a shot every time we say coitus this episode.
So far 3.
We learned that Morty wants a dragon. He deserved his dragon. He didn't want anything else. He didn't want rocket shoes. He didn't want a rocket helmet that he had to make sure he wore the rocket shoes with or to rip his head off. Yeah. He wanted a goddamn dragon, Vito.
I want a dragon too.
Do you still want a dragon after this episode, if this episode is reality canon?
Debatable.
Soul bonding looked like it felt pretty good.
I'm not going to lie. Soul bonding looked like it looked pretty fun, and not only that, but I think dragons would be fun to be friends with regardless. They look like they were party animals. I'm just going to say that.
Don't slut shame.
Absolutely.
Please don't slut shame.
Absolutely.
We have a few storylines. We have the Talking Cat storyline, and we have the Morty Gets a Dragon storyline. Which one would you like to start with?
Let's start with the dragons, because I want to leave the cat for last.
So the dragons, guys, they already have shirts with a Rick and a dragon on it like this, and it says soul bonding.
Yeah, it's for soul bonding.
You know that they were planning ahead for that. And let me tell you, where did I find that? Hot Topic by random chance walking into the store, and I was like, wow, is Hot Topic just like it was 12 years ago when I went to high school? Yes, it still has the same sad people inside of it.
I would hate to see the ones. What's the joke sex shop? I can't remember what
Spencer's
it's called.
Gifts.
Yeah, I would hate to see the ones that they have in Spencer's.
It's all mugs. They all have mugs at Spencer's. Spencer's is straight up mugs and T-shirts.
Oh wow!
But they didn't have the soul bonding shirt.
But do they have the staff?
I have a theory that like the damn nostalgia store, I forgot what it's called, gift box or whatever, Spencer's Gifts and Hot Topic, they have to all be like owned by the same company that just like, oh, if it doesn't sell well in this store, move it to the next one, and then move it to the next one. And it's like you have Hot Topics where the first generation people get it, the second generation people go to Spencer's Gifts because they're like, oh, Hot Topic didn't have the shit that I wanted. And then the last people go to that like last nostalgia store.
That's really smart, and if they weren't doing that already, I think you might have given them an idea.
Regardless, people are spending money on garbage.
Yeah, and people are spending money on soul bonding.
Yeah, do you need to get a dildo that looks like the dragon staff? Go to Hot Topic.
Yeah, they probably have them now.
Buy
I wouldn't
it
be
now.
surprised. Yeah.
So Bothrama is Liam Cunningham. Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
I've seen season 1.
So in Game of Thrones, we have Liam Cunningham is Sir Davos.
Okay.
Is it Davos? I think it's, Sir Davos is the super British guy. Why can't I remember? Can you just look up Liam Cunningham, Jonathan, and throw it on the screen for people, and they'll be able to like, oh, that's who this is. So it's pretty great that we have an actor who just comes off the heels of one of the biggest TV series in the world, and now he's playing Bothrama, the dragon who likes to orgasm with people. So he's hanging with Morty. Morty just like soaring through the sky. He's not into it. And then Rick goes down to his lair after he blows fire through the house to kill him.
Yeah.
And oh man, hologram Rick is immune to fire. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
But we get introduced to some of the craziest shit the dragon has hoarded, because the dragon's kind of a cool guy.
Yeah, the dragon hoards exactly what I would hope he would hoard if he was on a human planet.
You had Pez dispensers, original Pez dispensers.
The action figures.
You had the original album for, I forgot what it was.
Rick is not immune to wealth and cool things.
Rick's not immune to Hot Topic.
Rick is not immune to Hot Topic or dragons.
Yeah, he's not immune to any of that. And we're not immune to Bothrama, because Bothrama's got a great British voice of Liam Cunningham, which you're seeing a picture of right now. Yeah. So basically, Rick kind of chills with them, and they're like, you know what, let's drink and go have fun. And Rick bonds with the dragon.
That's because Morty is boring and young.
Yeah, and Morty's looking for him, trying to summon him. They keep ignoring him.
No.
But then they soul bond, and we learn that it's a very sexual experience.
It makes a lot of sense to me that Rick would soul bond with a dragon because they're both like thousands of years old, pretty much mentally at least, with Rick, and then definitely with the dragon. And I mean, Rick would be a dragon otherwise. I think that he would make a great dragon.
Well, dragons just do whatever the hell they want. They take what they want. Yeah. They just are that. So Rick's basically a dragon.
Yeah.
Moving on, Morty contests the contract, gets pissed off. They summon the wizard, and the wizard starts whipping the dragon and calling him a slut dragon.
Slut dragon! Slut dragon!
And at this point in the show, I am very confused.
Yeah, I only saw it coming barely by the fact that there was like the first time they soul bonded, it was very sexual. And then I was like, oh, that's the direction that this episode is going. They're going to push this because that is not far enough for this.
Yeah.
I saw it. I mean, good for them.
So they go to save the slut dragon.
Yeah.
They go to save Bathrooma.
In the fantasy world.
We learn that in Fantasyland, science doesn't work. So Rick has to invent fantasy science to give Summer powers and to give...
Which Summer has the arrow, which I thought was cool. I mean, like...
Morty refuses. He just wants to keep the book, and he can't even get a spell off before anything happens.
Shout out to you D&D nerds that wrote this episode. Come on.
They're hanging Bathrooma, which takes 70 years to hang a dragon, so Rick's just choking for...
God, he's choking for the entire episode, but then he's like, it just feels like something's in my throat. I hate this.
Yeah. So Summer decides to try to show off. We get these great action scenes where they're just killing everything in Fantasyland. Perfect. Bathrooma's got is choking, and Summer decides to be really flashy with it and shoots
Morty's
him in
like,
the eye.
no, don't do it. And then he does, and then Rick's like, I can feel it in my eye.
I really haven't been able to find the underlying point to this episode aside from just dragons are just fucking whores. Like,
maybe it was just that like dragons aren't necessarily as cool as everybody thinks they are, and they're a lot like the nerds that hoard a bunch of toys in their basements.
Maybe that's what it is.
Just sexual deviance.
Sexual deviant. Like, maybe it's just that, like, hey, let's take something that everyone universally thinks is awesome and just tell everyone why it could maybe not be awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, or like it's awesome in its own way. It's just like, I guess nobody ever thought about the like animalistic tendencies of dragons.
They take the Charlie the Unicorn approach, where it's like you think unicorns are cute, and it's like, Charlie, we're gonna murder everything.
Oh God,
Charlie.
2004 is coming back to haunt me.
I know. I was 14. What were you? 7?
Probably.
Moving on. They rescue him and then they escape just to be left with the slut dragons.
Yeah, so they get to meet all of the different slut dragons. They get to see the staff for the first time in all its jiggly badness.
Oh my God.
I was kind of surprised to see that out of anything. And funny enough, like even though it wasn't like that bad, it was just still like seeing it on screen. It was shocking. I was like, wow, they actually basically put a dick on screen. Good job.
Basically put a dick on screen.
Good job.
They soul orgy into one giant dragon.
Don't tell your parents. Don't tell your parents that we did this, maybe.
And the worst thing is you're just hearing like, But
it's like 9 of those and it's just dragons the whole time. Oh God. Yeah, you good? You good? Guys, he's soul bonding. Not with me though. I don't know who.
I'm not a premature soul bonder. Sorry, that took a while.
Oh no.
So they kill the wizard as the giant dragon, and they ghost Bathrooma because nobody wants to be in a relationship with a slut dragon.
Dude, that's if Rick got to keep that dragon. Imagine how cool the rest of the series would be. That would be so cool.
They'd just be fucking all the time.
Gay dragon dads.
They would just be fucking the whole time.
Maybe he found his true love. Guess not.
Well,
just throw him out.
Bathrooma does find his true love later because we're in our B-plot storyline with the talking cat, where Jerry finds a talking cat, and we're all like, wait, what?
Yeah, and that's all. We don't need to talk about it anymore. That's it. It's talking cat.
Well, the cat wants to go to Florida.
Yeah.
But
you don't need to.
Why do they want to go to Florida?
Because you can do. Nobody asks questions.
Nobody asks questions.
So stop asking questions.
But the cat gets annoyed by the fact that nobody's asking why it's a talking cat.
Well, no, he's not getting annoyed that people. He's just trying to test the waters. I think.
I guess he shits in the sand. Jerry gets thrown out, and we're dealing with a sad Jerry.
Yeah, and then we get to see him partying, and then he asks too many questions. The cat didn't even take his own advice.
Yeah, the cat didn't realize that it was now in Florida, and it needed to know not to ask questions.
Yeah, you can't ask any questions. You just need to party on that yacht. I would go to Florida and party on a yacht and not ask many questions.
Hell yeah. So Rick finds the cat, looks at the past of the cat, because he knows it's an alien. Rick's
but...
Like, Jerry, come on.
I'm wondering if this is like a reference to, I doubt it, because I just doubt that they would make this reference in any way to Marvel, but like the cat from Captain Marvel, who is supposedly an alien that's like a horror.
Possibly.
Like, I wonder if they were trying to allude to that, but obviously it was something different, just to be like, haha, look at this cute cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. And just having like Jerry just throw up immediately at the sight of whatever this cat has seen.
I mean, maybe we'll find out in the Morty's Mind Wipers.
Oh yeah.
But I'm curious, was this intentionally made for memes? Because the memes coming from this are pretty great, where it has them look through the thing, and then you have an image, and then it's like throwing up. It's kind of intentionally made for memes.
Probably.
What do you think the cat did?
I think that...
what could make Rick startled?
I don't know if I could actually think of anything. I've been trying to leave this where it is, because I want to see what Justin comes up with, if anything, because I just can't imagine anything that I could come up with off the top of my head would be up to that standard.
I don't think they'll ever reveal what it was, because I think the whole joke is that
nobody
it's
will ever know.
unexplainable.
Yeah, it's unexplainable. It wouldn't be fun if they explained it.
I mean, the only option I can think of is that it was the most recent Ghostbusters movie.
Ah, there it is, folks.
Yep.
There it is.
Sorry, that thing was terrible. It was.
I liked it.
It was absolutely horrible.
I thought it was really good.
Did you ever watch the original Ghostbusters movies?
Yes, and I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good time, and I liked.
This is how you can tell me and Vito apart, even though we're both white guys with glasses and beards and black
jackets. I have
jackets.
black hair. That's how.
He has bad taste in movies. Let's move on. So they wipe Jerry's memory, and then we get the nice after credit scene with Bathroom Ma and the talking cat, where they're a match made in heaven.
They are, and I'm really excited to. I know that they're not doing this a lot, where they're bringing characters from previous episodes into new episodes, but I would really like to see these two again.
I think it'd be fun to have them just randomly appear.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just like a random background thing or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want them to be a B plot ever again. I would want them to be like a D plot.
I mean, even if you don't, you know what the thing is?
What?
Is now we're going to be, anytime there's a dragon, it's going to be like in a sexual sense.
Yeah, we're going to look at them and be like, oh no.
Like you cannot see dragons in this cartoon world without thinking they're just like sexual deviants.
Honestly, I couldn't really look at dragons in the real world anymore because of what the internet has done to me without sexual context. So it's not much different. Thanks,
too much
Justin.
Browsing 4chan. Hey. Well, at least this is an episode that doesn't need a Rule 34. All right, guys, that's our show.
That's our show.
Where can we find you, Vito?
You can find me at VScuddy. Please don't send me anything about dragons.
Yeah, please do not Google Bad Dragon.
Hey, Steven, where can they find you except for on Bad Dragon?
No, I'm I'm on 4chan way too much. You guys can find me on Twitter at Steven Lemieux. We'll find you next time where we're talking about Rattlestar Rick Lactica.
Yeah, Rattlestar.
Rattlestar. Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.